There we go.
Now I can't hear shit. Oh, yeah.
Check.
Yeah, louder.
That's the first time I've been able to hear myself.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been able to hear y'all well, but I just
Not me. Yeah, now I can hear myself.
Yeah, I listen to myself.
Yeah.
It's faint.
there, but like, it's not like the home life. That's not the first thing I noticed. You probably ain't even plugged in.
Check, Mike. You hear me
Can
now?
you hear? What's good with it?
You want to test record like 10
And-
seconds
And then listen to it.
see if the buzz is there?
What the hell? Oh.
It's this thing.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be that cord. Is that cord there, David, the one that runs into the back?
It's just for the headphones. It has nothing.
No,
The buzz that y'all hear won't be an actual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
It's
I
just
mean,
because this is, I need a new one of these.
uh-huh.
I don't know if you still want to do a practice recording to make sure everything's been dialed in since we ain't been doing this as much lately.
No, it's,
Okay.
We didn't last week because.
Well, there wasn't a point. There.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if you feel good about it, let's rock on.
I don't care as long as you happy. Well, it ain't bothering me. I just noticed it was there. It's kind of warm and inviting. What the hell, Jim?
Oh, yeah. Testes. 1, 2, 3.
Said testes.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, I can hear you.
Can the Royal fans hear us?
Nope.
Are we live?
Nah,
Are we in the studio?
we are there. Or are we?
What? We in the studio? What's going on?
Okay.
It's Convo Kings, baby.
Yeah.
I was trying to get Daniel. Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Keep him, Danny. Yeah.
Daniel been at work all day, y'all.
Yeah.
He been at. You remember the little girl? Where'd you get that lipstick? At the Home Depot. Daniel been at the Home Depot.
Oh, I have to pretend to be so nice all day to people?
You sell any lip dippies?
No, but I'm sure that if we had it, somebody sure would have bought it.
Is that your lipstick?
I get asked for everything but that.
Oh no. I think me and David seen that. Daniel, you seen that little girl talking?
I don't know if I have or not.
She's got like David's tattoo of the Joker. That's how much lipstick she's got on. Her daddy walks in. He says, "Sonny, where'd you get that lipstick?" She goes, "This lipstick? This my lipstick." He said, "Where'd you get it?" She said, Home Depot. She's so cute. She ain't about this big.
I'd be like, okay, is it purple? Because in that case, it might be pipe plumber. I mean, little pipe primer.
Pipe plumber.
Primer. My mind is fried. I've worked the last like 3. Yesterday I worked from 1 to 10 p.m.
Oh.
and then had to turn around and be there at 9:30 this morning.
Oh.
So
He's getting to feel what it means to open and close.
I've been doing that for like the last month, but on top of moving.
Yes, the wonderful world of moving. Y'all, Daniel got his keys 2 weeks ago.
Monday. It'll be a week tomorrow.
A week tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
We got our keys on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Friday.
Oh my God. I'll be able to sit in my own recliner.
That's the first thing I went in my house was the recliner. I got one sitting right in the house, right in the front door.
Mine's going to be delivered tomorrow between 1 and 3.
I got me for the first time in my life, I got me a leather apparatus.
When you wrap your leather apparatus around your member, you let us know how that goes with them glowing nuts.
So it's also a very used leather, but I love it.
I don't think I'd buy a used one.
I didn't buy it. It's been in my family.
Oh, so this might be second or third hand sex toys.
I hope my parents, never mind.
This conversation is deteriorating.
Oh, but yes, it is going to feel great.
I slept on it a lot when I was a teenager. I know that.
Feel wonderful. We were talking just before the show, and David, you and Joy have been in the townhouse now for how long?
20 years.
20 years? And you lived in this house since you were a boy, right?
The house that I'm moving out of, I've been there since 2017.
17.
So 8 years.
So 8 years. So we moved in our brick home when, like, right before Layla was born, and we were in it almost 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
And what we were talking about before the show, you do not realize how much junk and just stuff you acquire. And
I'm finding things in places I didn't know there was things at.
You take them home because at that point in time, yeah, I need this. And 2 weeks later, after you get it home, where'd it go? The same place that second sock always goes in the dryer. Yes.
Oh, like I told my dad yesterday, throwing stuff in this guy out a dumpster in the driveway.
Yeah.
I keep throwing things in the dumpster. And I keep cringing because I'm like, oh my God, I spent so much money on this stuff and now I don't even care about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I threw a vacuum cleaner in there the other day. I'm like, I know I paid $300 for that thing like 4 years ago, and now it don't mean jack squat to me.
Yeah. But it's amazing at the stuff you just acquire, and then it either gets used every day or you take it home and you forget about it.
I got a rule that I started. If I haven't looked for it, needed it, or had to use it within 6 months to a year, then I don't need to have it. I don't need to own it.
Yeah.
If I haven't looked for it, and within 6 months to a year, depending on the item, that's why I said 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
If it's more than a year that you've touched it, since you've touched it or since you've needed it or wanted it, you don't need to own it no more. It needs to go to garbage or be given away or sold. Or
somebody can use it somewhere.
Now, I was sad because I went to my attic to clean out decorations yesterday morning. And I don't know if you remember that big old, 7-foot Michael Myers that I bought. I spent a lot of money on it.
You threw that away?
I had to throw it away because apparently somebody during a home inspection stepped on it and broke the frame.
That's beat
And I've only had it 2 years.
That's beat up.
And nobody wants it. We've emailed. Nobody says that they were even anywhere near there. I'm like, of course you weren't. But I know nobody else has been up there but me. And I know I didn't step on my damn Michael Myers. So.
Oh, yeah.
That's normally how it goes.
Yeah.
So he's sitting in the dumpster right now like that. With broke leg and.
Been pretty funny that
stuffing falling out of him.
I think I'd have kept it, and I'd have been like, "That's Michael Myers after old girl hit him in the leg with a bat."
If I get a little welder, I could have fixed him, but
you got that shop out there that fixes.
That's right.
Set him up out there and doctor.
Yeah,
he's sitting up in the dumpster.
That's messed up.
Man.
You know.
I guess Dr. Loomis finally got
it. You know, if they ever get that thing to the yard,
they're going to freak the hell out.
Before they dump the dumpster out, somebody going to freak out.
Or when they dump it and he's sitting in the...
Ooh.
He was there today. I threw him away yesterday. He was there today.
Yes.
He does.
I couldn't do that. Like, if I lived up there in the townhouses where y'all at,
I could.
I'd have set him by somebody's door.
I would have done. I would have done. If it was my neighbor or whatever, I would have probably took him out of the dumpster just to fuck with him.
Oh, yeah.
If I
flip him over.
Or take him out, put him at the front door.
Yep.
Or just make him disappear where you can't find him at all.
Take him.
He'd be at your front door.
Take him, sit him in the front seat of the car. You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea. You could take and cut him off at the waist if you're going to throw it away.
I used to ride around with that skeleton.
I remember that. Just take him. Put him in a seatbelt.
Buckle him in.
Bob
and just.
That wouldn't work out. He sits in my girlfriend's place if that's the case.
Well, you could put him in the jump seat.
We did go on a few dates this week, so.
Okay. In the back seat.
I did manage to do that.
Michael Myers comes first.
That's right.
Get in the back seat.
Yeah.
Put Michael Myers in the back seat where the windows are tinted when you roll it down.
Speaking of the back seat, me and my oldest daughter, we were poking fun and cracking jokes earlier. Do y'all know the comedian that did the joke about the single cab? He said, kids in back seat cause accidents. Accidents in back seat cause kids.
No,
back seat bad. Single cab.
I have heard that.
No.
Never heard
the only problem with the single cab pickup truck is then you got a bigger bed.
He's got a bed.
And that bed will fit a mattress.
Yes, it sure will. Trust me. I know.
Oh,
water.
Yes.
Or just a blanket.
A tarp and some water.
King Redneck.
Just a moving blanket's fine for me.
I've been in there. I've had that swimming pool.
Moving blanket.
No, we talking about swimming pools now, baby.
The one that I had access to, my dad and them had put a bunch of ice in there.
Oh, yeah.
For like a pig picking.
Mm-hmm.
And probably within 2 days, I had cold water to swim in. So I was in the back of my daddy's chair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did that at the beach one year. We put the coolers in the back and then put the tarp in and then secured it down around the bed and filled it up with water. We rode down the strip in the back of a square body pickup in the swimming pool. And it being at the beach, the water was warm. Hotel manager didn't like it when we dropped tailgate and water went all over the parking lot.
Probably not.
All his new landscaping and everything kind of
flooded.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't happy.
I don't know why he got mad. He got watered.
Yeah.
You watered the sod for him.
Yeah.
As well as you also washed away his mulch.
I don't know. Yeah, it washed away his mulch into his freshly poured concrete. And yeah, he didn't like that.
I would have laughed my ass off.
What are you doing? You're blending my new landscape.
No, I'm sorry. That's the gas station.
No, that was up street.
That was his cousin.
Oh God, I had to be good the other night. I was trying not to make a bad example, but
Did you say he was having a fatty attack?
No,
I think I got a fat example.
no, Monday. Okay, Monday after I got my keys, my brother-in-law was busy at a concert, but my sister invited me over. I went out. We had dinner at her house with my niece and her. It was just me, her, and my niece, and we got to talking. You know, she was talking about Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go down that road. This is just a funny story.
I didn't look at you. He's sitting here
I
looking
didn't
at
even
me,
look at him.
cutting
No,
eyes at
no.
David.
But this is a funny story because she was like, you know, December 24th is Christmas. That's his birthday. I was like, actually, if you read closely, it's actually in the summertime. We just somehow celebrated Christmas in the wintertime. Anyways, we got to thinking. She got to asking, and she was like, "So, was he really like the pictures?" I said, "No, he looked Middle Eastern." She said, "Oh,
Your sister's asking you?
no, my niece, my little niece." She said,
Oh, okay.
She said, what do Middle Easterns look like?" And my sister looked at me before I answered. And I said, "Just go to the nearest gas station." And my sister said,
Wow.
"Stop." I'm like, "Sorry." I was like, "I'm trying to be good here." But then my sister was like, "What? You know your friend such and such?"
Sitting here with this smug look on his face, like, bruh. I'm sorry. What is it, Dave? Come on.
There's something there.
You know, they always said, you know, if you ain't got anything nice to say.
Yeah, Mama said.
Well, sometimes people don't want nice. Sometimes people want to hear the truth, whether it's nice or not.
So, what's the craziest thing you've done in the house so far moving in, Daniel?
Took a shit. I finally did that on Thursday or Friday.
I christened my toilet too. Plumbing works just fine.
Yeah, that's how I also found out that I had to tighten the toilet up. So,
Okay,
because I flushed and water was on the floor.
that's not cool.
It's fixed now.
It's fixed now.
They just dropped the new toilet on there and halfway tightened it.
Saturday. No, I'm sorry. This was Friday after we got the keys. So let me rewind a little bit before we got the keys. I bought a gun safe. Yeah. And I bought it at Tractor Supply up in Midland. They held it for me. So I got one of the guys from the lodge to go with me. We put it in the back of his truck. The first gun safe I moved, along with another lodge member, we put a set of appliance hand trucks on it, strapped it on. We laid 2 2x6s down in the back of his truck for the wheels. We rolled it right in the house, right through the door, put it in the corner. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That was the craziest 600 pounds I've ever moved in my life.
Oh, I was expecting something else.
I got to figure out how to move my big old toolbox.
All right, check this out. Corey and I get to safe home Friday night. It weighs 500 pounds. We're in a lifted F-150, and we could not get that safe in that house, the two of us. It was not going to happen. So,
It's not like the ocean.
yeah.
It keeps coming in and out like the ocean.
Yeah, that just got louder, but we'll deal with
It
it.
goes in and out. That's weird.
Yeah.
What that is.
It legit sounds like the ocean.
Yeah.
Maybe something they're doing.
Could be. We got construction going on downstairs.
Y'all have to bear with us.
Yeah. No. His name is Corey Milicevic. He is from Croatia.
Okay.
He's as wide as David, me, and you put together. And
God.
He's about 6'5", but Corey's a great guy.
Yeah.
And I never see him listening to the show, so I'm just gonna go and put it out there. You remember our coworker that was swole up? He also sported a bald head, real muscled up, but didn't know how to apply it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corey's kind of like that. He's a big old boy. If he got mad, he probably snatched the door off the hinges.
Big bad John.
Oh, yeah. He wasn't moving that safe. He wasn't moving that safe. We got it to the back edge of the truck and went to set it down on the ground on the pallet. Nah, I set the safe down pretty much by myself. Once it started going, Corey goes, "Oh," and it goes, "Bop," onto the ground. So,
You got a dent in it.
no, it's set there. And
As heavy as it is, probably ain't got no dent in this bit.
we pulled and we pushed and we put, and he's like, "Nah, it just ain't happening." I'm like, "Corey, don't worry about it." He left. I wrapped it up in a tablecloth and it sit outside overnight. And then outside all day while this one and myself were at shooting competition, which was that's a whole nother story. So I get home that evening and it's my wife's first cousin, my brother-in-law, my wife's other first cousin is
That's what I was telling you about.
Her husband. Yeah, we had the whole family over here at the house. Cousin Phil, he gets on the tractor. I put a strap around the. Shut up, Layla. Swallow the Red Bull. Do not spit that in the floor. Anyway, Cousin Phil gets on the tractor after I put the tow strap around the safe. He picks it up with a hay spear, carry it around the house. Well, as you pick it up with a tractor, the boom goes backwards because it's the arms on the front. It don't just go straight up like normal stuff. This is Pawpaw's tractor from the 60s. So we get it picked up and set on the front porch and get it slid in the house. It went in fine. It went in the bedroom. It went into the bathroom. Our master closet is in our bathroom. Well, me being the DA that I am, my safe needs power. I did not check to see if my closet had an outlet in it, which it doesn't. And my closet door is 1 inch shy of being wide enough to fit my gun safe.
Did you cut it out?
No. It is in our bedroom now.
You cut that close.
Not having power in there, I didn't have any because when you open my safe door, it's got.
Oh, you can get power down the wall.
Yeah, it's got. I ain't cutting the walls and doing all that stuff just for one little outlet.
Just cut the hole where you're gonna put the outlet, and you fish the wire down.
Nah, I ain't.
I've done that several times.
Yeah, I know.
Me too.
Use a junction box up in the attic.
Yeah, it's okay.
I could do it blindfolded.
Yeah. But
anyway.
Yeah. We had the safe door off. I took the handle off the safe. I took the center spoke that's connected to the actual rod on the inside of the safe door. I took all that out. It was not going through. No way was it going through that door. The hinges where the door sits on it were keeping it from going through. Okay. But even if I got it in there, like I said, I wouldn't have been happy. I'd have had
the door off.
Had to take the door off safe. To get the handle back on, to anyone out there listening who has a Winchester gun safe, do not ever take the handle off your gun safe. We fought getting that handle back on for an hour.
Wow.
It's got a set screw with a pin on the top of it. When you push the door handle back onto the rod that feeds through the safe door, the pin slides back into the safe door.
Yep.
I had to take the interior wall, which is drywall, off of the safe, hold the pin in, and then put it on and put the set screw back in. Nightmare fuel.
Yeah, we had some nightmare fuel yesterday.
Oh, what y'all got going on, Dave?
Well, that key that I bought for the lug nut.
Yes. Oh no.
So, on the way back from dropping off Miss Ashley's tumblers, we're like, well, let's just go ahead and go buy discount.
Right.
And we get there and discounts like for Jeeps, we don't have a master key.
Oh no.
He's like, you're gonna have to like knock them off to get them off.
No.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know. Hang tight.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, I'm sitting there and I'm just gonna call Chandler, my brother Chandler.
That's right.
That's a mechanic.
I remember Chandler.
I told Chandler that I would put it out there that they're looking for a technician.
Okay.
In their shop.
Okay.
Needs experience. Can't be somebody who's got training. But anyway.
So Chandler in the past, when I've seen you deal with him, you call Chandler, especially on a Honda, and you tell him, hey, it's doing this. Chandler's got you an answer in no time. He's a good dude.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, even now it doesn't matter what it is.
Doesn't matter what it is. That's great.
He's what they call a master mechanic.
Okay.
Yeah, so he has he's the dude.
Yeah, Chandler the man.
So we took it to him, and he had to use this little air jackhammer looking thing to get the bolts off. So now I got to buy 5 bolts. But he literally had to because Jeep puts a spinner inside of there, so you can't just put the socket over it like you normally can. Right. Turn it. They put you put that on there, and you turn. All you do is there's a spinner in there it'll just spin around.
Oh.
Had to be notched.
Would it be more money than it was worth to go back to the Jeep dealership and be like, look,
they wanted $200.
You serious?
Yep.
So when y'all getting rid of the Jeep?
Actually, no. After we're sitting there, the guy that was that works with Chandler, they're working on his daughter's car,
Mm-hmm.
and they decided they would show Joy that he has a Jeep as well,
Oh,
and they just Chandler now knows how to hook the Jeeps with all the lift kits and all that.
okay.
So the first thing Joy's got to do is buy a drive shaft. Yeah. So on the Jeep, in order to lift it, you got to change the drive shaft
Right.
because puts it. It's
A weird angle.
It's
Yeah.
at the max.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already at the max now.
Yeah.
So they end up having to get another one.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll end up getting that.
What as you lift it, it extends the drive shaft. Yeah.
Then it puts it in a bind.
Right.
Like a lower bind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rough on that universal
Yeah.
joint down
So
there.
Joy's, we got some stuff, some plans for that. And
Like-
then
this morning, part 2, Joy's over here cackling. Lay it on me, Dave.
I went out to change the oil.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I popped the oil plug.
There's that smug look on his face.
Routine. So all the numbers that they wrong.
They wrong.
Yeah.
Walmart, do better.
So I had to put the screwdriver in the filter to turn.
Oh, gosh.
So now I have a filter that don't work
Uh-huh.
and one that's got a hole in it. Electric
And-
bike, we go.
I was fixing to say, the Jeep is y'all's only mode of transportation.
I called some people and everybody was busy.
So from the townhouse.
Well, it's right down there past the job. There's a new Napa.
Okay, you went to Napa.
To get there. By the
Yeah.
time by the time he
really got on
left
that bike.
the house and pulled up where his location was, he was already sitting at Napa.
That's awesome. Where's the Napa at?
You know where the police station used to be on Monroe Road?
Uh,
Across from the Arby's.
Yes,
Yeah, that's where
I
it
got
is
you.
now.
I got
It's a nice Napa too.
you. Okay.
I promise you, there's not an oil filter more more challenging to change than that damn Tundra. That damn cartridge is not even an oil filter; it's a cartridge.
I have heard that.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But the whole thing with
Plastic
the screwdriver,
brakes.
I've seen people do that.
I buy a wrench.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the wrench is fine,
I got the plier set.
but
Well, not everybody's perfect,
Yeah.
Dan.
They're $5.
when
I didn't need it last time,
Yeah.
so shut the fuck up.
when the worst one I've ever seen,
Every time you turn around, everything you do is wrong.
Well, you said you called a few people, but you also know people with tools. So
We're moving.
no, I wasn't actually. But
my good friend of the family, Stanley, when I was younger, he's got a 84, 85 square body GMC.
You got one of those, Daniel?
I got a 78 square body Chevy.
Okay. Yeah. His probably ain't never had the oil changed on it.
Mhm.
Yeah. But anyway,
Daniel, has your oil changed?
At least once as I've had it.
okay. Stanley did the same thing.
Mhm.
Could not get the oil filter off to save his life.
Mhm.
So he called my dad. Dad's like, all right, do this,
Mhm.
exactly what you did.
Yep.
Put screwdriver through it, turn it. But when he did that, it shredded it.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't pop it.
Nowhere to go.
Yeah, he didn't pop that good hole. And Daddy told him, he said, if you can, go through both sides. You get, Stanley went through one side,
Mhm.
and it just
Oh,
like a can opener. It took the whole thing. Dad gets me in the truck. I don't know. I'm 7, 8 years old. And we go over there. This thing, there's like an inch of oil filter left.
Mhm.
Stanley's done had the pliers on it, the channel locks. Dad wound up taking 2 screwdrivers and sticking up in it
Yeah.
and putting another screwdriver in and spinning it off. That is the worst one I've ever seen.
Yep. Yep.
See, that's the reason I hate y'all live so far up here
Uh-huh.
and I'm so far down there in the country.
Yeah.
Daniel's the same way. He's over in G-Town. He lives far away.
Not anymore.
But
I'm at B-Town now.
you in B-Town?
Bessemer.
Bessemer.
That's
Wow.
It's 10 minutes.
Wow.
Actually,
Well,
on
hopefully.
for the interstate, for interstate purposes, it's only about 5. But
Hopefully, in the near future,
Maybe.
we're going to get y'all out of the big city.
We'll have to see.
Get y'all down here to Marsh Vegas.
That stuff I'm seeing with
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be possible. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to go on a trip.
Huh?
Everybody's man, it's bad.
we are about to go into a recession. They've already called that.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about the recession. We're already in a recession.
Oh.
I'm talking about all these travel bans and all this crap
Oh no.
Travel to where? Like bands for where?
everywhere.
Yeah,
No.
I'm out of the picture on that one because I don't watch TV.
I don't watch. I didn't get that from TV.
Okay,
This is-
I ain't or heard none
so
of it.
what's happening is he's picking on all these other countries,
Okay,
and they've started detaining people that are coming over here.
really?
Yeah. So what do you think they're gonna do?
So wait a minute, back out of it. So the United States is detaining people from
Yeah.
going home.
No, they're detaining people like
When they show up.
so people from England
Okay,
came over and they're exchange students.
okay,
They belong here now.
Right.
They just went home to see their family. Right.
right.
And then they went to come back and they were detained in a facility for 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah. Before our government would let them out to go back to school or whatever. By then, one of them had already lost their school, like their paperwork, everything was just now they got to go back home because
That's messed up.
So what my thing is they're going to do that back to us.
Oh, absolutely.
So this year's going to happen because it don't look good.
Mm.
It don't look good at all.
Yeah, I had no idea about that.
Like I need to tell Jeff. I need to talk to him because they said they're going like Dominican. They're like actually looking for Americans. Pick on.
And I bet you Jeff's he's wanting to
He's-
go back to
Well, no, he's got a trip
the
planned.
DR. Wow.
Yeah, so I
got family members that are out right now, so I hope they can get back.
Man, it's worrisome.
Because they just flew. Well, technically they just flew back yesterday, and then they're going back out again.
Yeah.
They're not back. They flew back to another part of the country, and then they're flying back out again,
Yeah.
and then come back next week.
Dave and Joy, they the biggest family members I got just that sell us to leave the country. My folks don't go nowhere.
My family was like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I woke up one day and I was just like, I got to break the cycle.
Yeah. Y'all the only ones I know that y'all are doing it.
I'm not gonna.
I lived the country a couple of times. I don't really have any desire to do it much again.
Shit, I desire it every day.
Yeah, I desire it every day. And one day it will happen for me. I want to see other places. I want to go, I want to see a wild giraffe in Africa.
I didn't say all that.
Yeah, I want to see
Say all that.
wild horses, like feral.
Wyoming, see that?
Yeah, that's
You
what
can go to
I'm
the
saying.
coast, North Carolina coast, and see wild horses.
Yeah, I want to see like free animals,
yeah.
untouched
I know
by
what you're saying.
humans.
I'll go to Yellowstone then.
Yeah.
What I'd really
Go
like
to
see
Yellowstone.
a tiger
Yes,
in its natural
habitat.
National Geographic.
Like when I first saw
me, not by camera.
the Jungle Book
Mm-hmm.
and Bagheera, that big black panther laying on that limb up there, that to me was just gorgeous.
Yeah.
There's majestic animals in this world, like a moose. You couldn't pack a moose in this studio.
The moose.
Yes.
I have seen a moose in real life. You go to Yellowstone.
See,
Yeah,
that's
that's not wrong there.
yeah.
No, I've been to Yellowstone.
That'd
So.
be a
Yeah.
dream to me.
Yeah, they do have
Yeah.
Yellowstone.
So, old guy that I used to work for, well, I
There's
shouldn't
bison too.
I shouldn't say old guy. Jerry, him and his wife, they went out to Jackson Hole, Wyoming,
I did that too on
Yeah.
that same trip.
and rode the snowmobiles, went and looked for antlers and stuff like that. So you ride into the middle of the town, they've got this big arch in the middle of the town that's made out of antlers.
Mm-hmm.
And he
I've
said
been
they're at the hotel.
You know, maps and geography and all that. I did not know, but before the continent split,
Yes.
Norway's mountains connected to. I did not know that until the other day.
No.
That was when we went several years ago.
Yes, that's the exact
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
David, you've lost me.
Okay, so Norway and the mountains, all of their mountains are just mountains.
But-
It's a bunch of mountains, right? But before
Okay.
the continent split,
Yeah.
right, like physically split,
Yes.
those mountains were a part of our Blue Ridge.
So they went up that far to the coast?
Yeah, they were
Which is weird because
Huh.
they say that.
coast.
So it was a whole mountain range then.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, yeah.
That's weird. They say that the Appalachians are the oldest mountain chain in the world. That's why they're so small. Like the heights.
They are, right?
They've been worn down.
They would have been the foothills of the Norwegian mountains.
Of the
Yeah.
yes.
Because at one point they said that Appalachian was actually before eroded.
There's summits in every mountain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Layla, it's funny we're talking about that. We were sitting in Mama and Papa's living room. Who was it that brought that up, that they're saying in the future
it's going to split again.
that it's not going to split? They're talking about Pangea coming back together.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. I have read that. Yeah, I had it backwards. Yes. They are talking about it shrinking.
Yeah, because they said it's Pangea,
Mm-hmm.
like Pangea Moderna, or
Yep.
no, that's a COVID shot. Hold on a minute.
Wait a minute.
Hold on a minute.
Either that or a Harry Potter spell.
Yeah.
Pangea Moderna.
Pangea.
Doesn't make sense to me. But,
Petey Canary.
but yeah, and then somebody brought up
Sound like
something
somebody had some trivers.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is it came back all back together. We could just
Yeah.
ride.
Get in the car and drive. Get on horseback.
It's also easier to blow things up with missiles that way.
Yeah.
They don't have to go as far.
I think you could play like.
That put all the airlines out of business.
What was the?
Pretty much.
What was the game we used to play when we were kids? You had like a dirt pile in the yard. Was it King of the Hill?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You knocked somebody out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'd be. Shut your face, child. If you start walking now, you might beat me home.
I highly doubt that. That's a long
She's
drive.
been on my ass all day.
I found my house fob just now.
What's in my pocket?
My house fob.
There you go.
All right, there it is.
them shoes that Jesus made.
Yeah, she's picking on my old man shoes. They comfortable.
You know what? It's all right.
Yeah. See, Daniel got the Crocs on.
I had to. When you work retail and you wear boots and stuff, you gotta let them things breathe.
Yeah. Oh,
I got blisters all over them toes.
I don't want to wear shoes this week. But
Look, right now.
Daniel just got a message from the newsroom.
No Canadians allowed unusual cross-border library in northern Vermont.
That's some bullshit. Y'all,
Doing?
we've been going back and forth across the border for the longest time. As the man said on Johnboy and Billy, sit down, shut up, and quit ruining my life.
Ain't that the damn.
Yeah. Let people go where they want to go. If you want to go to Canada, go to Canada. Have a good time. Come back.
There ain't nothing there. I've been there.
I ain't never been. I'd like to go. Yeah.
Go to the mountains, you'll see Canada.
Now, yeah.
Which is now Newfoundland.
Right.
That's
what I've heard.
And
Yes. Not right now. Probably not tomorrow neither.
probably next 4 years.
Yeah. Orange man bad.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Joy.
It's just, you know what? I'll support you if there's some kind of tangible evidence.
Yes. Make it make sense.
But the math ain't math.
No.
Well, my interest rate went down, so on my house. So
Mine didn't. It was locked in a long time ago. I got to pay a bunch of money a month on a mortgage and keep it caught up for a year in good standings. And then I can refinance. My interest rate is 9.16.
mine's 7.4.
There's people out there right now that's at like a 2% interest rate.
We're at what, 6?
Been locked in for
4.
years.
I'm at 7.4.
We're at 4.
Mm-hmm. 9.16.
We have a 4.
A friend of mine bought a house 4 years ago, so right around COVID, and he got his for 2.something percent.
That's pathetic, man. Yeah. And anyway,
I hope everybody.
Yeah.
I hope we all get it all.
If I pay off my second mortgage loan, I can go ahead. I can get rid of my mortgage insurance, though, which is $70 a month.
Maybe Dustin. Maybe we need to just squirrel away and fly off over there to take that tombstone trip.
you know, I still want to do that.
I do too.
I still want to do that. I want to go in, sit down, and have a drink.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's a shot of sweet tea, but I want to sit at the bar. I want to be able to look over there in the corner, and
Give me a Shirley Temple.
That's where they played poker.
Give me an Arnold Palmer.
I had one of them earlier. You heard it.
Picking on him because he was, talking about he didn't care what it was.
Yeah. You heard the Dirty Shirley, right? Yeah. I didn't know about that till about 2 weeks ago.
No.
Yeah. They make the Shirley Temple and then they put the something in it. And then,
Yeah, they actually get something in it now.
yeah, the Dirty Shirley.
Or
But
just-
anyway.
or just a grape Neha.
Or as some folks like to call it, a dwake doink.
Mm.
Long
Get a
story.
name.
He
That's
needs
right.
some milk.
I think I could put on a derby,
Mhm.
a shirt, and a vest, and talk shit to somebody.
Yeah.
Me and David sit over
Big
there.
iron,
Me
big iron.
and David sit over there and banter back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Told you to get that cigar out of my face.
That'd be me with a cigar.
What'd he say, Dave? Feel like I'm babysitting my sister's kids.
I say that every day. I walk out. I feel like I'm babysitting my sister's kids or something.
Oh, I love it. That would be a great trip, though.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, it'd be hot as shit, but it'd be worth it.
It'd be worth it.
Count it as a weight loss program. Go over there and sweat it out. Sweat it out.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to just keep our ears to the road.
Yeah.
I'm a little anxious about flying, especially going into Germany.
Right.
I'd be scared to pay for all that, and then all that happened.
See, that's
We
what.
always get insurance.
Okay.
I pay for the $200-300 insurance.
Just in case something happens,
Yeah.
you get your money back. See, I've never flown. I've never been anywhere like that, so I don't know the first thing about it.
It's not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking forward to y'all going out there.
I am too.
Yeah, I thought about y'all earlier, thinking about the dogs. We, Rebecca and I were going into town,
Mhm.
and behind this little Lexus, little small car, you can tell it's a female, little Malinois, stuck its head out the window. She's riding around, just bebopping along, and all of a sudden you see this window come down, and there was a massive dog come out that window. That dog's head wouldn't fit inside that crown. I'm talking, he was a monster. And I mean, little bitty Lexus, and it was ate up with dogs.
Hmm.
They were probably 150-pound of dogs in that car.
My girlfriend's dogs just had 4. She just had 4 of them, 4 puppies. About 5. Well, about to be 5 weeks. She had 5, but they lost her run.
Yeah. What's his face didn't have their dog. Snap, snap, snap.
Bub-
Who's what's his face? You talking about Bubba?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't see the signs? Yeah. They said absolutely no animals. Yeah. It was. So yeah, let's get into the wild world of high school shooting competitions. Yeah. Let's reel the squirrel in for a minute.
All right.
So we get up at like 4 o'clock yesterday morning, leave the house at 10 minutes to 5 to get to Ellerby. And there was absolutely no communication between our team. We get there, and yes, we're running late, but we said be in the parking lot no later than like 10 minutes after 6.
Dang.
We get there 6:15. Our team trailer is already in the park.
Not a single soul from our team.
No.
Mm.
No. So this one is it district competition? Because we went to Tri-County, and now this is district. Okay. So it's out at John F. Lentz at the 4-H camp out there in Ellerby. And this one's run by the GWs.
Mm-hmm.
Game Warden, Mr. Green Jeans.
Ugh.
And I'm sorry. If you're doing something wrong in the world of hunting, fishing, trapping, outdoor, whatever, they can come down on you pretty hard.
Yeah.
They've got more authority.
They got more authority than the state troopers.
Yeah. Like they can come down on your ass.
Yeah.
If you're in the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If they suspect you're in the wrong, they can detain you
Yep.
without probable cause until somebody else gets there. But this event was being put on for a bunch of youngins.
Wait. Stop.
I think I see where this is going.
Did you just say that they can detain you without probable cause?
Without
Until
probable
somebody
cause.
comes up, yeah.
They can kick you out without probable cause,
They can
too.
kick you out, but detain you.
They can.
If the game warden comes up on you and he has any inclination, the slightest thought that he's got long hair, he might be doing drugs.
Well, that's probable cause.
That's
That's stretch probable cause.
if he smelled it, that might be probable cause. But
Just because how he looks.
he can profile you
Well,
Like in the late 80s, early 90s, if you had a grunge look, long hair, black t-shirt, you were doing drugs.
social profiling.
Yes,
Oh,
but
nice.
a game warden, especially down there yesterday,
That's terrible.
these guys were being a bunch of asses. I'm talking like acting like dicks
Oh, God.
to a bunch of kids.
You know, it's those people like that were picked on as a child to get a job.
Yes.
Oh,
And we said it a lot down there yesterday. This could be an event to where you could look at your juniors and your seniors in high school that are out there shooting, trying to have a good time, to say, you know what? If you'd like to keep doing this, learn more about firearms and learn more about outdoors, because the testing that they do is hunter safety. It's identifying scat and identifying paw prints, hoof prints, hair. I mean, all things about hunting, fishing, all their wildlife rules. Yeah. That's what they're testing on. And they could be like, you know, if you'd like to pursue a career path in game warden, this is possibly what you could do. Talk to these people. No, they just show up.
And think they can boss
And-
everybody and their mother-in-law.
Yeah. They take up every bit of the parking down there because they volunteer for a day. Now, 3 weeks ago when we were down there, we let our own self in. We set all the stuff up ourselves. And the two schools ran the shooting competition.
Yeah.
Everything went off great. Yeah, we parked down there, no problem. No, this time, the game wardens ruined the whole thing. There was one game warden the whole time because Layla had problems with her rifle. We're going to have to recut the cylinder chamber on her 22 rifle because it's sticking. This game warden pulls his pocket knife out and goes up there with her. She shoots a bolt action 22. Every time she'd take a shot and open the bolt, it wouldn't extract the spent round. He went up there every single time and had to help pull that round out. There was one that two grown men couldn't get out of that rifle.
Wow.
Could not pry that thing out.
Yeah, he had a screwdriver on a Leatherman.
Well, that is, yeah. So, yeah,
But
that's wild.
that, I mean, rule changes, just being absolute assholes up there on the line. Yeah.
And there was one that even was in our
Those are the ones that got turned down from the military, so now they're in a job they hate.
Yeah, I could see that.
Right, too.
Kind of like I found out that inspectors for houses are assholes because they are people who were in the construction trade that ended up failing, so now they're stuck
See that
inspecting.
too.
Yes.
They lost their license, or
Yes.
Daniel, you got any stories for today?
I had some from last week.
One of those?
Ooh, has come to hear the weird, wacky world of news.
Oh, he got shit eaten.
Yeah, he does.
Man found with a live turtle concealed in his pants by TSA at New Jersey airport.
Okay, I'll
That sounds like a bad Ray Stevens joke.
get your pocket now.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a Pennsylvania man who was going through security at New Jersey airport. He was found to have a live turtle concealed inside of his pants.
Did they say where it was?
No.
Just in your pocket.
It just says that the turtle was detected Friday after a body scanner alarm went off at Newark Liberty International Airport. A TSA officer then conducted a pat down on the east, well, I'm not going to say that, but man, and decided there was something concealed in the groin area of his pants.
Oh, no.
when-
Hopefully it wasn't a snapping turtle.
When questioned further, the man reached into his pants and pulled out the turtle, which was about 5 inches long and wrapped in a small blue towel. He said it was a red-eared slider turtle, a species that is popular as a pet.
Have a pipe wrench in his other pocket. Oh,
Oh Lord, this is just crazy.
What is this?
In other words, he went on his own way, and they took the turtle.
wow.
Yeah.
Animals.
I can see he's smuggling a tiger, but a turtle?
Yeah.
I just want him for a pet.
Oh God! What's up next?
Colombian police catch a man smuggling packets of cocaine under toupee.
We not got past that yet. Oh, my gosh!
He attempted to smuggle several bags of cocaine concealed beneath a meticulously attached toupee.
Man wears bouffant style.
It was
hair.
220 grams of cocaine.
Gracious.
That hair was sticking up.
Yeah, it was.
The authorities described it as a narco wig.
A narco wig.
They were approximately 10,000 euros in European markets worth of cocaine.
Wow.
Cocaine.
Hey man, let me smell your hair.
He had 2 previous drug trafficking charges before that.
He must have got away with it the first time.
They say cocaine's it's on the up right now compared to the other drugs that have been going down.
I can see why.
It's been on the up too, like it's on the up part of his head.
Oh, haha. I got it.
He'll be here all week.
CCTV shows shoplifters using pythons to distract cashier before stealing from gas station.
Oh my.
Pretty clever. Though.
That is pretty clever way to rob a store.
Hey, look at my snake.
Then one guy shows a snake, and then it was in Tennessee. That's the only 10 I see.
You know, that would be awful.
So they used it to steal over $400 worth of. The one guy was distracting the other guy with the cashier with the python, showing him his python and stuff. It was a bit. I mean,
oh yeah.
This thing was about that big around.
Let me show you this snake.
Judging off the picture, it's not the product. It's a different. It's a contrast of colors, but they stole $400 worth of CBD oil. So yeah.
Oh my god.
All the ingenuity to come up with a distraction.
They steal CBD oil.
It's
Tupac. Please keep praying for him.
Look how big that sucker was.
Oh my gosh. You know, you're going to spend all this time getting to know Billy Bob down here at the gas station. Hey man, I've been coming in here talking to you for weeks now. You know, I'm scared of heights. Oh man, I don't like snakes at all. All right, 2 weeks later, they come back and hold Billy Bob up. Man, you won't be still. I'm going to let this snake bite you. Hey man, get the rest of that CBD on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Well, when he stole it, he used they said the other person used bungee cords to strap it to his leg inside of his pants, his legs.
Yeah, that's a bunch of damn dope heads for you.
Yeah,
high on the CBD.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then there's Daniel holding his new keys to his house.
Look at that
Is that a bottle of wine in your other hand?
Yeah, my sister gave me a bottle of wine.
fucking
Damn.
alcohol.
She gave me a bottle of wine and a little Oreo cake.
Okay.
Because my sister went with me to the closing since I have family that was traveling out of the country.
Well, what before we end, what else has been going on here lately?
These nuts.
These nuts? Well, you do have a girlfriend now, so I mean, them nuts could have been acting up.
She is so easy to please, unlike most women. That's all I gotta say.
All this antics and stuff that you've been doing, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
I am finally caught up in the wild world of Medea now. I watched the Homecoming movie.
Oh goodness.
Where Miss Agnes Brown.
Oh god.
I laughed. Oh my gosh, did I laugh? I wish I'd have known sooner now. That is a funny ass movie.
They're all funny, really. They all have a meaning and purpose behind the movie too.
Oh yeah.
They all have a deeper story within it.
Oh, of course.
Within.
But when Mr. Brown got up on that roof because he'd been eating Medea's candies out of her pocket. I like to die. He's up there in a pair of drawers and a damn cape, waving them arms like this right here.
Like a fly?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I about passed out.
Oh my god. There was another movie like that, but it wasn't a Medea movie, but I think it was the death of a funeral or whatever.
Yeah.
And that white boy got real high on them drugs and he's about to jump out the window on the roof. He's on the roof.
Yeah, we watched that, and then let's see, what else did I watch? It's escaping me right now.
Was it a Medea movie?
No.
Medea?
Oh, I know what it was. It was the last episode of Venom that come out. Last Dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get a chance. Yeah.
I've been watching Resident Alien.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Well,
I don't have much nothing.
ladies and gentlemen, we have had a rather
We've gone cold.
eventful episode.
Yeah.
It's been fun to catch up and find out what everybody's doing. But I guess now we're gonna ease on back out and go back to the wonderful world of packing and moving and
painting and
what, Layla? Ew. You get to go to school. I'm off all next week to move your little. No,
I used to have
they say have kids. I love my kids, but
Oh.
like I said a couple episodes back, just one day a month, I'd love to have my virginity back.
We had this dude that came in today actually to buy a lawnmower. I said, "Well, sir, what you want? What you trying to do with the lawnmower? What kind of grass and this and that?" And he said,
Keep that stuttering up. I'm gonna put a red hat on your head, Dale.
He said, "Oh, I did have energy drink earlier." But he said, "I don't give a shit about what my yard looks like." He said, "My 13-year-old son's gonna be mowing it." I was like, "So what kind of mower do you want, sir? Do you want like this nice one out here?" No. He said, "Get me a real mower, or he said, better yet, give me that Murray up there that has no separate pail." He said 13 years. He's got two. He's got a 13-year-old and a 12-year-old. He said that they're going to take turns. He said the 12-year-old boy's going to. He said the 13-year-old's going to do it first, and his 12-year-old girl's going to do it the next week. But he said, but the point was he wanted to make sure it had no separate pail. He wanted it to be as hard as possible.
Yeah.
He said.
Yeah,
And they're not allowed. He said he didn't even want a bagger because he's gonna make them rake it up when they're done and put it in bags.
It's rough out there push mowing.
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, you don't want a bagger? Because there's the one right here. There's only $30 more to get the nonsense pail with the bagger." And he was like, "Nope, that's what the rake's for." He said, "Whoever's not mowing gets to rake up behind them and put it in bags."
Somebody done fucked up.
Yeah, somebody pissed somebody.
Yeah, somebody caught Daddy doing something wrong, and yeah, nah, baby, we ain't gonna cut the grass this week. Go out there and there ain't no spark plug in the damn mower. Daddy can't cut the grass. I don't know what's wrong with it. 2 weeks later, when it's got a little bit higher,
no gas in it.
when it's got higher, now go on out there, cut it, and now cut it again.
Well, he said they're gonna take turns each week mowing, but he said whoever doesn't mow is gonna have to be behind on raking it up and putting it in bags.
Yep, I'll push and pull all day. I hate that rake.
Then I, of course, being me, I said, "Well, you want to make it real funny on him?" I said, "Just get them the Scott's push mower, the real mower, it ain't got no electricity. I mean, no gas.
Yeah, you are the motor.
You are the motor." So he said, "You know what?" He said, "How much is that one, boss?" I said, $99. He said, "I think I'll take it."
Well, ladies and gentlemen, to all our royal fans, until we meet again,
Blah, blah, blah.
y'all keep it hot.